Let's see what we can learn from this awesome singles point between Rublev and Davidovich Fokina. Now, first, this video is courtesy of 12KGP Tennis on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to their awesome channel. I've put their link in the description below. All right, let's watch this point, and then we'll analyze it. So good. Absolutely love that point. So first thing, this is actually a second serve. And so Rublev's going to be hitting a kick serve. And I want you to notice is how far back Davidovich is standing. He's standing back because he doesn't feel like dealing with this ball kicking up high to him. He wants to let this ball drop down. So this is something that you can learn when you're playing someone who's serving very fast or maybe has a very kicky serve or the ball is jumping up off the ground. You can always stand far back and give yourself more time to react and give that ball a chance to fall. And you can see this ball right here. The ball is peaking. So here the ball peaks and it's going to drop down to contact. Watch it drop down to contact. So this is really important. If you're playing someone with a great kick serve, stand farther back and you basically negate the kick serve. Now, when you are standing farther back, it's important that you don't hit short. And since the ball has a farther distance to travel, you need to hit higher over the net. So notice how high he's hitting this ball up over the net. There's tons of net clearance here. And that's what's helping that ball to land deep. In fact, if we look where this ball is landing, that ball is landing within a few feet of the baseline. So when you are farther back, whether it's a rally or a returning serve, aim higher than you normally do. The way you want to think of it is, as you move back, you aim higher, and as you move forward into the court, you aim lower. And we're actually going to see that later on in the point. The last thing I want to show you is where he hits this return. What I teach is you want the return to land in the center third of the court. So when you return serve, your ball needs to be in the center third. And what that does is help center the ball, makes you more consistent. Let's see where his ball lands. Well, that just moved. The camera moved. But let's see. There we go. That's basically the center third. It's right on the edge of the center third. But yeah, that's in the center third. And it just makes you more consistent. Now, Rublev hits this ball down the line. When you hit a down the line shot in singles, you can get in a little bit of trouble if you don't hurt your opponent, because then your opponent has an angle cross court away from you. And that's actually what we see here. We see Davidovich Fokina hit cross court hard, and it actually gets Rublev in a little bit of trouble. Now, Davidovich's cross court shot was really deep, and man, is that important. But when Rublev hit down the line, he really needed to get over here to bisect the down the line and the cross court shots, and he didn't. So when Davidovich hit cross court, Rublev was in a little bit of trouble and a little late getting back into position for this ball, and he ends up hitting the ball short. Now, two things I want to talk about here. There are a couple things. First, when your opponent hits the ball short, you need to plan on going to the net. So you can look where this ball goes. It barely goes over the net. This is an approach shot. This is an attacking shot. You are looking to come to the net. When you're going forward, it's important to get your shoulders, if you feel like you can get there easily, get your shoulders and your upper body sideways as you're moving forward. You watch a lot of amateur and recreational players, they run forward with their body facing forward. Notice he's going forward with his body facing to the side and his racket already backed. Now he's prepared, his racket just has to drop and hit the ball from that point. So get your body prepared, get your body to the side as you're going forward. The next thing I want to show you is the last foot that steps. I just made a video a few days ago on footwork to use when you are, moving forward, moving backward, moving to the side. And this is the exact footwork I just used or explained in that video. And it's the last foot that steps should be the foot that's on the side of the body where you're making contact. So since he's hitting on the right side of his body, his right foot needs to be the last foot that hits the ground. This means that as he's hitting the ball, his right arm and his left leg are going forward at the same time. His right arm and his left leg. What does that resemble? Resembles running. When you run, your arms are opposite your legs. So his right arm is going forward with his left leg. That was possible because he stepped last with his right foot. Now he's ready to move his right arm and his left leg, and that's how you run through a shot. So he can keep going and get up to the net. And the last thing I want to show you, look how close to the net this shot is. remember when he returned serve, right here, he hit that ball really high over the net because he was far behind the baseline. That ball's a little more medium, and now he steps inside the court, and now he's going to hit this ball really low. So we've really seen high, medium, and low on all three of those shots because he's been standing closer to the net on all of them. So now he comes forward. Let's look at his split step. Obviously, you want to bisect where your opponent can hit the ball. So right now, Davidovich Fokina is standing halfway between the down the line and the cross-court pass. So he is bisecting where Rublev can hit this ball. Let's look at his split step timing. The split step timing is, well, I should say your reaction timing is 0.25 seconds. That's how long it takes for you to visually react to something. So what you want to do is split step after your opponent hits the ball. That way your feet hit the ground when your brain reacts. So let's actually start a timer the moment the ball is hit. So right there, the ball is hit. So we start a timer. So let me move that timer. There we go. So when we get to 0.25 seconds, that's about the time when Fokina's feet should really be compressing hard against the ground, which is right there. So that's when his brain reacts. Right there is when his brain reacts. That's why you want your feet hitting the ground when your head reacts. That's so important that you delay the split step a little bit. That what I teach people is be in the air as your opponent is hitting the ball. That way, when you land, you're hitting the ground when your feet react, and you'll be so much faster and explode into any direction you need to. And then last, simply put here with strategy, one common mistake you see with recreational players when they volley in singles is they try to volley deep, and they hit it hard and deep. But that's actually very close to Rublev. So what he ends up doing is volleying short in the service box. Watch how his ball lands in the service box. He took all the pace off of it, meaning to hit the ball very short. So when you're returning serve against somebody with a really fast serve or a serve that bounces high, you can always stand far back, but make sure that you aim high down the middle. If your opponent hits down the line, quick hit cross court, and you'll get him in trouble. And when you get a short ball, immediately get your body, well, I should say this way. If you can get to the ball easily, immediately get your body to the side with your racket prepared. Step last with the foot that's on the side where you're making contact. Hit the ball super low over the net to make sure you can hit the ball hard and goes in. Be slightly on the same side of the court as your opponent. That way you're bisecting where they can hit the ball. And then when you volley short into the open court. Now, if you'd love to use the same strategies the pros use to win their matches, then you got to pick up the Singles Playbook by Fuzzy Yellow Balls. It's all broken down by the type of opponent you play against. And it's over 50 pages, strategy after strategy. And what's really cool is each page comes with a QR code. So you can watch a video of exactly how to use each strategy. Just use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, or if you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment, PlayYourCourt.com/2Minute Tennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. So watch this video a few times and write down some notes and things that you're going to work on in your next practice session, your next match, or even your next on-court tennis lesson. And if you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2MinuteTennis.net. You got this.